Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the chemical formula or molecular formula. So, chemical formula is the shorthand notation of a molecule. So, chemical formula or molecular formula, that is a shorthand notation of a molecule. So, in that what we are going to see means, for example, if you want to write a oxygen, you don't need to write a oxygen like a O, just a symbol. So for all the, if you are combining to carbon dioxide means what we will be writing CO2. So simple form we are writing as a CO2. So that one day we are going to see here. So it is showing that what is the actual number of atoms of each element that is present in a molecule of a substance. So for this purpose we have to maintain some of the steps. So what is the step 1 means? First we have to write down the symbol of the element. First we have to write the symbol of the element. Otherwise ions inside, ions side by side, so that the positive radical on the left and the negative radical on the right hand side. So likewise we have to, if the ions is there means we have to write it on the top. So what is the step 2 means? We have to write the valencies of the two radicals. So what is the first radical here? Ca. So the valency is a 2. And the chlorine, for chlorine, here we have taken as a calcium chloride. So that chlorine, the valency is a 1. So we have to write it in the step 2. In the step 3, we have to reduce the valencies to simplest ratio if it is needed. Otherwise we can interchange the valencies of the element, otherwise ions. So we have to write the number as a scripts. So however one is, if it is appearing on the script, on the symbol, that is will be omitted. So here one is there, that it will be omitted. So Ca in the step 3, CaCl2. In the step 3 we are omitting the one and we are writing in the overall. So at the last, how we have to write it? CaCl2. So this is the step. Another one also, write the symbol for the another one method, the chemical formula for calcium chloride. How we have to write, deriving the chemical formula. First we have to write the calcium chloride side by side, we have to write it, then the same way, and we have to interchange the valencies of the elements, and at last how we have to write means CaCl2 on the down. So this is the chemical formula for calcium chloride. So next we can see the naming the chemical compounds, how we have to naming. So the chemical compound is a substance that is formed out of more than one element that is joined together by chemical compound. That is chemical bond, joining together by the chemical bond. So such compounds that will be having a properties that is unique from that of the elements, and that is formed. So while naming these compounds we have to follow some of the rules. First, in the naming compound that is containing a metal and a non-metal, the name of the metal that it will be written, the name of the metal element is there, that we have to write it in the first. After that only the name of the non-metal is written. So next, after adding the suffix IDE to the name, so here we are going to add the IDE, NaCl, that is a sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Next AgBr, that is a silver bromide. So next, what is the means? In the naming compound containing a metal, non-metal, along with that we have to, and oxygen. Along with that oxygen, and the name of the metal that it will be written in the first, and the name of the non-metal with the oxygen, it should be written in the next, after adding the suffix, that is a 8. For more atom of the oxygen, that is ATE is for more atoms of oxygen. ITE is for less, if it is a less than oxygen means that it should be written as a ITE. So here Na2SO4, that is a sodium sulfate. Na2SO4, that is a sodium sulfate. So it is more than oxygen, so that is a 8ATE. At last it should be there. Here NaNO2, that is a sodium nitrate. So we are having a less than oxygen, so that we are writing as a at last we have to add it means that is a ITE. So this is a sodium nitrate. So next, in the naming compound that is containing two non-metals, that is only the prefix that is a mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, etc. it will be there. and then it should be written before the name of the non-metals. So next SO2, this is a sulfur dioxide. That is a sulfur dioxide. So SO2 is there, two oxygen is there. So we have tried it as a dioxide. So N2O5 means dinitrogen pentoxide, more than 5. That is a pentoxide, dinitrogen pentoxide. Dinitrogen pentoxide. So thank you students.